Hey everyone, my name is Shane. Welcome to this little sequence for men. I say men because it was my experience as a man first getting into yoga. It was a little bit intimidating to go to a yoga class. And I also felt that I was too tight to even do yoga. So for those of us that are wanting to feel the benefits of yoga, but maybe still feel that way, this sequence is for you. We're gonna do 5 3-minute poses, and we're gonna be practicing yin yoga style. So that means relaxing the muscles and really just chilling. So let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is come to hands and knees, and we're gonna come to a standing forward fold, but from here, we're just gonna place the feet flat on the floor, bring the butt up, and come into a nice forward fold. I'm gonna hit start on the stopwatch. So we just let the spine round. Big exhale here. Shoulders are droopy, heavy. Relax your neck, let the head fall forward, top of the head towards the mat here. You can bring the weight into the toes a little bit, or maybe back into the heels. And just looking for the point of balance where you have the least amount of effort. Knees can be really bent if you'd like to. Chest can come on top of the thighs. Or you might lock the knees out completely. Or somewhere in between. I'm going to start to lengthen the breath a little bit here. Relax what can be relaxed. About halfway through already. Eyes can be open or closed. If they're open, it's a nice soft gaze here. You notice the back of the body starting to open. You might feel sensation behind the calves, through the hamstrings and butt, lower back, middle, upper back, neck, maybe top of the head. Gravity is just pulling down. Relatively still here. A little less than a minute left. And keep lengthening the exhales here. That helps the body relax and let go. Almost there. All right. And we're just going to sit back down in a squat here. So you can widen the distance between the feet if you'd like. Let the toes point inwards, outwards, or straight ahead. And if your heels are up off the ground, you can place a blanket under there. If it kind of feels too uncomfortable just to be here, you can find a cushion to sit on or stack a couple books underneath your butt. But if you're happy, we'll hang out here in this position. I like to just place my hands on the mat. And again, let the spine round. Let the head fall forward, relaxing the neck. Lengthening the exhalations.
And you can kind of just note where you feel sensation in the body. If it feels like the body's kind of gripping and holding, protecting itself, that would be an indication you could find some support, find something to sit on, or roll that blanket up underneath your heels. We want the body to feel safe and able to let go. Should almost sort of feel like that stretch sensation reversed, letting go. And sensations can be quite strong. It's kind of up to you to choose how much or how little you want. You don't have to stay in these poses as long as I am. I definitely recommend 1 to 5 minutes. But any sharp stabbing, electrical burning, any kind of ouch sensation, that's pain, that's feedback, that it's time to move out and adjust yourself. This isn't working for you. But that dull, comfortable discomfort, you can have as much of that as you'd like. That's safe. And it's also an indication we're receiving the benefits of these poses. We don't want too little sensation or too much. Just the right amount. Almost there. In the yoga studio, you'll hear teachers refer to that as your edge. Finding your edge, just the right amount in each pose so that it's beneficial to you. All right, nice. There's 3 minutes. So here we're just going to sit down. And you can lean back into extended arms and just rock the feet from side to side. You might drop the head back a little bit. All right, moving towards butterfly pose. So you're going to bring the feet in together. Bottoms of the feet come together, and then maybe about a foot between the groin and the heels, but that's up to you. The tighter the feet come into the groin, the more you're going to feel this in the inner thigh and hips. And kind of the more you push them out in front of you, the more this is going to shift sensation to the lower back and allow you to kind of fold forward more. So find what works for you. 3 minutes here. And again, we're practicing yin yoga, so this means we're relaxing everything that can be relaxed. Coming to our appropriate edges in the pose, not too far, not too much, not too little. And then we'll try and become as still as we can in each of these poses. And we will hold for extended period of time. So you can just watch gravity undo the stiffness and tightness in your body as you let go. And as you lengthen your exhales to help that process, there's really nothing else to do besides breathe and watch. About halfway through. In the last 30 seconds here. All right, start to work your way up and out. Nice job. And we are going to keep on moving. Come back to tabletop, back to hands and knees. And then from here, we're going to lay down on our stomachs. We'll keep the elbows underneath the shoulders though. So Sphinx pose in our yin yoga practice. So you're kind of keeping the structure of the shoulders and the upper body here. And then relaxing the front of the body and lower back, allowing that low back to bend. Neck can stay at neutral, or you can relax the neck and bring the head forward. And again, there's really nothing to do here except watch gravity open the body. And lengthen the exhalations just a little bit. Just let everything soften. We're about halfway through. And last 30 seconds here. All right, and there's 3 minutes. So from here, we're going to push ourselves back to hands and knees. And last pose is child's pose. So from hands and knees, you'll touch the toes together. And we're going to sit back as far as we can onto the feet. If your butt's not touching the feet, that's not a big deal. And we're going to bring the head down to the mat. Arms can extend overhead, stretch out in front of you. And big exhale.
About halfway through. About 30 seconds left. And that's about 3 minutes. We're going to bring the torso up. And I'm just going to lay down in our Shavasana position for a moment. So all the way back on your back, a little bit of distance between the feet, distance between the hips and the hands. Palms can be facing up or inward. You might lift the head and tuck the chin a little bit, lengthening the back of the neck, soften the belly. And just a little pause here to let the effect of those poses sink into the body and let the tissue come back to its original state. All right, feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. Or you can just roll to one side if you feel ready to work your way out. And then you can work your way up to seated. And that's it. That's a nice, easy practice. I hope that's helpful to somebody out there. Stay tuned. Please like and subscribe. It really helps me out.